former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson the Spider Silva has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
George Rush St. Pierre is ready to engage in the game. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, DC's a charismatic guy. I have never seen you more giddy before a fight in my life, because before the super fight was in vogue, the super fight everybody talked about, Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre.
And now we finally get it. We had to wait so long, but to watch two of the consensus greatest fighters of all time locked in an octagon, long-reigning welterweight champ versus long-reigning middleweight champ, finally get to settle the debate. It was historic. It's a big night. The arena's buzzing. Let's get started.
Silva's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
That guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You got to get your hips into your opponent if you want to attack.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. Great submission defense on display tonight. That was nice.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by GSP. All right, has the guard closed here. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
St. Pierre's got the full mount. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. St. Pierre's back in full mount. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. While St. Pierre's back in half guard, he's very comfortable here. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Wow, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
His misses are entertaining. That shot is blocked by Silva, lands flush. Trying to find a home for that right hand. St. Pierre gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. By close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. St. Pierre's in half guard. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Late round action here, and the man who made the takedown a thing of beauty, George St. Pierre, is at it again tonight.
John, he was just so well-rounded. He had the striking, he had the wrestling, he had the grappling, and everything worked together. And tonight, it has been the wrestling that he's relied on. But you are talking about a guy that can fight you in any way. Tonight, he has chosen wrestling.
Right to the front, while St. Pierre's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Oh, it's getting deep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
Under a minute now to go in round one. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. Oh, that Kimura looks tight.
That Kimura looks tight. He's got to attack the wrist here, John. Make short movements up to separate the arm from the body if he wants to get a finish.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He's able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fighting. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Pierre's in half guard. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Ooh, he's got it locked in.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Side control now.
Oh, nice. He chooses to go knee on belly. He starts to rain down big ground and pound. Opponent got to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Well, Silva's back into full guard. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Oh, big shots here. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out, and now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. Oh, big shots from the top.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee.
Going for the arm here. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
Now he's going full mount.
Well, Silva's in half guard.
Great shot from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Nice punch lands.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by Silva. Superman punch now.
Nice punch right here.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with
Covering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went back to the course. He was going low.
How about these two going at it? All right, well, he rocked him pretty hard. Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble.
What a fight.
Silva's able to switch it.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Well, St. Pierre's in half guard now. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little... Oh, more attack. Yep.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shots that he lands. Great job.
Oh, big knee there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Good work from the top here by GSP. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight.
Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John. That is tight. It looks like he's getting close to his arm triangle. All he's got to do now is isolate the arm, get his head down to the mouth.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Silva's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Postures up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Work, guys.
While St. Pierre's in half guard.
All right to the mount.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Setting up an arm lock now. Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
Starting to get it in there deep.
Oh, that's got to be it.
Whoa,
submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm bar.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done.
Let's work.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. While St. Pierre's right back to the full mount here. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut.
Side control, he's pretty safe there.
St. Pierre's able to transition back to side control now.
He pinned his arm. He's got him in a crucifix.
Side control.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. A lot of top pressure being applied here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. St. Pierre's in half guard. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Grounding and pounding away now with these hammer fists. Suffocating work here by GSP. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. And there's that inside leg kick. Oh, and the Superman punch is good. Again with the inside leg kick. Just misses with the left hook.
That's how you control a fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Left hand finds the target. Takedown defense holds up. Now some separation.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Silva's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on B Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Spinning back fist.
Oh, nice levitate.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Ground and pound strike there now.
Another strike lands to that swollen area. The in swell would come in handy right now.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
St. Pierre's going for the sub here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm. These guys are working.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St. Pierre. Oh, another strike lands from the top. St. Pierre's back in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, feet on the hips here. GSP going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes. All right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out.
Right there, his opponent's wobble chair.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Silva's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That gash is terrible, so bad, we might even get a stoppage here. We'll see. St. Pierre's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
Well, St. Pierre's right back to the full mount. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
You gotta be kidding me. He's out. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Silva. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Silva's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. 10 seconds to go in round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of this cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cut man can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round.
Great block there.
Let's go. Hands up. He's cut.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this. And as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions. He's doing a real good job putting himself in position. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George St. Pierre. All right, side control now. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by GSP. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not good.
St. Pierre's looking for that arm triangle. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, another blow lands on the cut. Critical situation now. He's a bloody mess.
Changing the position.
St. Pierre's back in full mount.
In the half guard.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, St. Pierre's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Oh, right into mount. Big ground and pound. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
St. Pierre's back in format. Working out of the half guard here. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by St. Pierre. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Well, Silva's trying for a submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that is officially tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
Final seconds of this fight. Silva ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-44, 49-45, and 50-44. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, George Rush St. Pierre!
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George St. Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George St. Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins another fight by decision.